What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are seeing a collapse, a meltdown on social media over The Last Jedi, because so many people within the cast of The Rise of Skywalker are throwing shade at The Last Jedi. It's like they haven't been paying attention to anything we've been saying for the last 2 years. Everybody hates this movie. All we have seen is political opportunists and shill opportunists try and defend this movie. And a lot of people have been trying to tell everyone this movie is crap. This movie is a trash fire. And they are willing to just eat anybody alive that's willing to say anything in a passive-aggressive way or whatever. They're going after J.J. Abrams right now. Here we have this quote from J.J. They're going after J.J. They're going after Daisy Ridley. They're going after John Boyega. It's unbelievable. It's clear that nobody liked this movie. But a lot of these blue check marks out there were obsessed with trying to battle against the narrative that this movie was hated, when in the reality is it was hated. It was always hated. A lot of people, it took them a little while to kind of come to grips with it because we're such Star Wars fans. We didn't want to hate it, but it's a hated movie. Here you've got a quote right now. It's a bit of a meta approach to the story. I don't think people want to go to Star Wars to be told this doesn't matter. But it's a story that I think needed a pendulum swing in one direction in order to swing in the other. And that is JJ talking about the rise of, or the Last Jedi in reference to the rise of Skywalker. We've also got a blue check mark here talking about JJ's comments. This is effing BS. Throwing Rian Johnson under the bus to please some crazy fanboys when he made the most interesting and ambitious Star Wars movie since Empire. What? I love how Ichibaka here on Disney Star Wars is dumb. It says, does J.J. Abrams have a problem with women? And that's all because of what J.J. said about people that criticize The Last Jedi. Right here, that same quote that I just read you. And, but J.J., why do you hate women? Isn't meta approach just a dog whistle for strong female leads? I love it. We got Scott Mendelson trying to justify the comments. We've got this person, the new strategy of the main cast of The Rise of Skywalker, with a notable exception of Adam Driver, a true professional and king, gaslighting Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi 5 days before the world premiere of the end of the sequel trilogy is definitely a choice. Look at this. Tugs sent this out earlier. Look at this. Hey, John Boyega, shut up. That's pretty tolerant of you. With J.J. Abrams, notice how no one is saying George Lucas, The Rise of Skywalker, just days away from either changing your life or ruining it. Everyone is out there on the junket circuit telling cute little stories about working with JJ, the end of the saga, and their opinions on lens flares and the like. But John Boyega, the dude has successfully shoved his foot in his mouth. In a recent interview, our good, fantastic pal, The Force Awakens, said, The Force Awakens, I think, was the beginning of something quite solid. The Last Jedi, if I'm being honest, I'd say was feeling a bit iffy for me. I didn't necessarily agree with a lot of the choices in that, and that's something that I spoke to Mark Hamill about, and we had conversations about it. And it was hard for all of us because we were separated. Hey, John Boyega, shut the hell up. And then goes into this rant. So yeah, shut up. So what kind of person are you, John Boyega? And I want to hit John Boyega too? What? Wow, look at that. I didn't even see that part. This is the story I want to hit. And it says right there, that's incredible. Wow, who wrote this? Shayna. Shayna wrote this. Interesting. So you want to hit John Boyega too? Wonder what that means. After telling him to shut up, saying he put his foot in his mouth. Pretty tolerant right there of the Last Jedi crowd. Unbelievable. There's my thoughts on it. SJWTLJ fans are now furious at J.J. Abrams. This is the greatest thing ever. They're going to burn this garbage trilogy to the ground. And then I see this as an absolute win. I mean, I do. I see this as an absolute win. You know, look, it's clear. They're going after Daisy Ridley for everything, and then Daisy puts her foot in her mouth and does the whole Orange Man Bad song and dance. It's just so funny. The whole thing is hilarious. You know what I mean? And look, there was no plan whatsoever. And this is what happens when you have a incompetent leader like Kathleen Kennedy in charge of something so important as Star Wars, and you don't have a plan. The Last Jedi right now is trending at 34,000 tweets right now. People are just all over this. There's people that are just talking about how it's the greatest movie ever made and yada, yada, yada. And there's the lore master. Funny to see many of the same people who called out Star Wars fans for being too toxic towards The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson, are now being exactly as toxic towards TFA and J.J. Abrams. It's if this all is happening before The Rise of Skywalker comes out, can't wait to see the chaos after it's out. Yes, exactly. Now here's from the Nerdist. The Last Jedi didn't break Star Wars, it saved it. They're in a meltdown. They're in an absolute meltdown. There's war. The Last Jedi mattered. I mean, it's clear. It's clear that nobody likes this movie. Only opportunists, only people that are trying to get in the good graces of Disney are liking this movie, and they're doing everything they can right now to try and make people believe that it's a great movie, but in reality, everybody knows it's a piece of crap. I don't care how much The Rise of Skywalker retroactively tries to fix The Last Jedi. I don't care. I'm sorry. The Last Jedi, the best breakdown of the Disney trilogy that I've given, and this came from Alex Goot. And he said, because he, like me, we both enjoyed The Force Awakens, and a lot of people enjoyed The Force Awakens. I know there were some people out there that didn't. But if The Force Awakens is good, and let's say The Rise of Skywalker is good, which it won't be, those two movies are good, you still got a piece of shit in the middle of your sandwich. It's still a shit sandwich. It really don't matter how good those two end pieces of bread are. You're still eating a shit sandwich because The Last Jedi is right there in the middle of it. And it's not going to work. Nothing about this movie is going to work because of what Rian Johnson did. Now, I have said time and time again, my problem isn't really The Last Jedi at this point. And I've said that from way back in early 2018. It's not so much The Last Jedi's the problem. It's the reaction to the reaction of The Last Jedi. And it's the fact that here we are almost in the year 2020 and Rian Johnson is still signed on to direct another Star Wars movie. That is unbelievable. Rian Johnson's the same guy who said we need less white dudes in Star Wars, yet he's still a white dude in Star Wars. The fact that he's still affiliated with Lucasfilm, the fact that Lucasfilm has told all the fans that had their opinions on it, that they were this and they were that, all of those names, that's the problem. Again, you can make a bad movie. I don't have a problem with you making a bad movie. Try something new. There's really nothing wrong with that. But once it failed, you didn't accept responsibility for your failure. You tried to move it and shift the blame to the toxic fanboys, and that is the problem. Now we have the same people that said we were all toxic telling John Boyega to shut up. Hey, shut up, John Boyega, according to this person who loves The Last Jedi. So many people here on social media just screaming to the top of the hill how so sad they are and how unfortunate it is and how angry they are and how toxic J.J. Abrams is and how toxic the Rise of Skywalker cast is. It's hilarious. And it's SJW logic to a T. And this is what we talk about all the time. So we're going to continue to watch this thing spiral out of control. We're going to watch this trash fire movie happen. And it's going to continue to confirm everything that we've been saying, that The Last Jedi is a piece of garbage. And we'll go from there. So if you guys are enjoying it, go over to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at DDayCobra, DDAYCOBRA. It's fantastic. I'm loving every second of it, and they deserve it for what they have given us over the past 2 years. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.